All right, and welcome. I guess we're live right now. This is Dwayne Blais, just kind of taking a little bit behind the scenes of what it's like to be a skills coach. So I've been very fortunate for the past 4 years to be a skills coach at the NHL level and working with a lot of the prospects and young players and stuff, which has been awesome. So, but just to give you a bit of an idea, so basically I would come into a situation. A lot of the skills coaches live in the town that they're in, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I travel, so I'll fly in. For instance, it's Thursday. I flew in on Wednesday, skated with the guys today, tomorrow, Saturday, and then I'll fly out. So usually I'm in town for 3-4 days, and it's been great. It's been awesome. The coaching staffs that I've been able to work with have been unbelievable, and they are big supporters of skill development and working on skill development. So it's been awesome, and it's been a lot of fun. But I wanted to talk a little bit too about kind of some of the stuff that we do, because a lot of times people ask, what kind of skills do you do with these players? And a lot of times it's very similar to what we do with young players, so with amateur players, or with basically players that are playing minor hockey. So I'm on the ice right now. I'll keep this short, but I'm going to go through just a couple quick little things and some skills that we kind of touch on and that we go through. So everything from skating to puck handling to shooting to passing, we cover all that kind of stuff. And we'll kind of go through that a little bit. So if my audio is a bit bad or the connection's bad, I apologize. I am in an arena right now, so we got to take the good with the bad. And I am using a wireless mic, which I bought on Amazon for cheap and could be a piece of crap. We'll see. So I'm going to put this down. I'll grab my gloves and stick. And one thing I want to address right off the bat quickly is hand positioning on a stick. So a lot of times players will ask, how should my hands be set and how should I set? So if a player's walking the line, let's say on a blue line, or players coming in to shoot, we want those hands to be in a good spot. A lot of times players slide them way up, and that's not going to give us any power. So if we get those hands in a good spot, especially as we come in top of the circles in, now we're in a good place here. So today we were just working with Dion, sliding that blue line. So come across the blue line, and when they're sliding this way, not allowing their hands to get too tight together. So as they're coming in, keeping their hands in a strong position, and then pulling that puck up so they can make a pass or shoot the puck as they're carrying that puck. A lot of times, especially when they're going on their forehand side and sliding this way, they'll slide those hands tight together. So we were just chatting about that a little bit today, and keeping those hands in a good spot, so in a strong position. Do players have to slide? 100%. You've got to be able to slide back and forth to be able to move those hands. If you're making a move, or if you need to pull a puck, you need to be able to have that versatility, to be able to slide that hand back and forth. But as you're getting into a shooting area or an area that you want to let the puck go, you want to make sure those hands are in a good spot in order to let that puck go. So those are a couple of quick little things. As far as when I'm on the ice with guys, we'll go through some different skills. So we'll kind of start off with basics, maybe some puck handling, a little bit of edging, and then from there we'll add a little bit more complexity. So we'll go a little more complex, more passing, maybe a second shot, depending if we have a goalie or not. We'll get the goalie kind of involved in the play as well. And then as we get moving forward, we'll kind of continue to push through, adding a little bit more to that drill, and maybe 3 or 4 skills we want to touch on depending on the players that are on the ice. And let's say we had forwards, for instance, we'll work a little bit on ozone wall play and picking up pucks, picking up rims, making quick little plays, things like that, and then we'll add to that. So maybe it's with pressure, and then following that, it's maybe with a second shot, a tip in front, or a rebound in front, and kind of continue to add as we kind of add skill to those drills and things like that. But for instance, today there was 6 players on the ice. We had a goaltender, which is awesome. So we were able to do a bunch of different stuff. We had 2 D, 4 forwards. So you got to tweak the session a little bit to accommodate the forwards and the D, but doing stuff that both groups can do, but also tweaking the drill a little bit so that the D, maybe instead of coming in and doing a glide turn, so instead of a D coming in a drill, doing a glide turn, get a pass, and maybe you can have them come in position, back, little back. So adding little tweaks like that as we get going, just to make it more specific for D or for forwards, is huge. And I'm a big believer that I think D need to do some forward stuff and forwards need to do some D stuff. And especially the way the D position is now, where D are jumping in a lot and they're doing a lot of different things, I think it's important for those D to be able to play obviously offense and have a little bit of flexibility and having some fun with their stick and stuff like that. So I think that's really, really important as they get going through, for sure. A couple things too that we kind of had today, for instance, was looking at just basically getting a little bit of pop off their stride. So if a player's taking off the line or wants to get moving, how are they going to get moving? So snapping their toe. So if they're finishing their stride as they're coming off the line or they're taking off, making sure that they snap that toe in order to take off and begin that stride. So whether it's quick backward start on a D, right? Making sure that D snaps and comes out, snaps and slows back on the back. Start, making sure they snap back to take off as quick as we come through. So just little things that we kind of try to add as we got going. And then once the session's done, like today, for instance, a lot of the guys will go work out. So for me, I come in early. The coaching staff is always in, usually early, like 7 o'clock, looking at video, getting ready for, and some earlier than that. I mean, some here at 6:30, but getting, kind of getting ready for the day. And then we'll go on the ice for practice, usually around 10 o'clock. And then once practice is done, I'll stay on after, and some of the coaches will stay on after, work with the players. And then once we're done with that, usually around 11:30, 12, depending on how long guys stayed and how long we stayed around the ice. Then a lot of the guys will work out, go for lunch, and then their day is pretty much done. For the coaching staff, they stay and do video and kind of get ready for the next day and things like that. For me, it's obviously I'm not focused on systems and stuff, but I'm more focused on what I'm going to do the next day. So putting together a bit of a plan. If I have the forwards or I have the D or I have a bit of a mix, so put together a little bit of a plan. And a lot of the sessions I'll do video. So I'll do a video. I'll shoot it on an app called Huddle, so HUDL. It's great. You can slow things down. I can voice over it. So a lot of the key points we're talking about, let's say with hand positioning, I can talk through that on the video, and that'll give them an opportunity to be able to look at it and replay it, but also get the feedback that we were talking about on the ice. If they've forgotten anything or they want to refresh on it, then it's all kind of in that app. So I'll usually go back either to the office here, or I'll go back to the hotel, do some video, and then I send it off to the guys so they get a chance to take a look at it. I try to get it done if I can as quick as I can so that they can see it maybe for the next day. So when we're back on the ice, I can say, hey, did you check that out? This is some things we want to try to focus on and work on. And a lot of times, we'll get feedback right away, and then we can kind of get moving forward on the next thing that we're going to work on. So again, after practice, kind of set up for the next day, get practice plans ready, go back, cut video, get video ready for the next day. And I'm not doing nearly as much video as the coaches. I mean, the coaches are cutting video all the time of games and pre-scouts. So pre-scout basically is looking at the games that are coming up and looking at the team's tendencies and things like that. Whereas I'm more focused on the skill stuff. So if I'm doing video, it's more watching a game, but I'm watching individual players on how they're maybe getting pucks out of their zone, or how they're shooting the puck, or how they're handling the puck, and different things like that. So really trying to focus on the skill side of it. And then after that at night, go for dinner, maybe meet up with a couple of the coaches for dinner, and then replay it the next day. So kind of the same schedule while I'm in town. And usually I'll come in, the way it works for me is I'll come in for 3, 4, maybe 5 days. Sometimes I'll try to catch a game. So if I can come in and get on the ice Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday for pregame skate, watch the game on Wednesday, and then skate Thursday, Friday, and then fly out Friday. So try to get as much time as I can on the ice with the guys while I'm here, and always having dialogue with the coaches and seeing what they're doing. A lot of the coaches that I've been fortunate to work with do a lot of skill development with the players, which is awesome. So it gives me a chance to talk to them and kind of collaborate with them and see what they're working on, what the tendencies of the guys are. And they see them way more than I do, so in order, having that dialogue with them is huge, and that helps us kind of put together a plan. And I think this is really important for any player or parent or anything out there, is having a plan for your player. So if your player's a quick player, maybe the shot's not that good, work with a skills coach to have a plan. So we do the same thing here with all the players. We have a plan. We have things we worked on this time, things that we want to work on next time, areas of improvement, and kind of working through the whole season, but trying to hit as many of those little things as we can as we go through the season. And then the hope is in the off season they'll have more time, more opportunity to really hammer on some of those things that they need to work on and get better in order to make that jump to that next level. And the same thing applies, I think, for minor hockey players, whether you're trying to go from A to AA or AA to AAA, working on those little things and having a plan on how to get you better at your quick starts or how to get better at your shot, and working on those little things in order to push you through and help out as you're moving through that journey of minor hockey. So listen, I'd like to thank everybody for checking in today. I'm going to start doing more of these, and I'll do more lives when I get back to London. I'll do some on the ice where we can do a little bit more. I'll have some help today about myself, but I'll have some help where we can do some passing and shooting and some different things like that, and we'll take some questions from people that are watching. But thanks a lot for checking in, and we hope that you subscribe to the National Skill Development Association. Thanks a lot.